Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best of three series coming in from the recent StriveWire Cup. I don't know if it's recent actually. StriveWire number 3, I believe it is. I think. I say I'm not too sure on it being the most recent StriveWire. I think the current one is still ongoing for a very long time. I don't know. StriveWire is having a little bit of an obstacle here, so I guess that's why there's absolutely no Warcraft replays from WC3 Replays.com. Other than that, I might be moving over to TFT replays. The only problem I don't use that website is that most of those replays don't have observers, and it kind of gets a little bit hectic playing from a player's perspective, because the announcer, will be saying quite a bit of stuff, and it don't want to interfere with the commentating of me. So yeah, let's completely ignore the fact that this almost a week since my last cast. I did say I was gonna do, or was intending to do, or start with the WCA, the World Cyber Arena, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a little while. I've been pretty lazy, if I don't mind me saying so. I just have not been able to make those graphics, I guess you could call it. It's not going to be all hard out graphics or anything like that. I'm probably just going to use, Word or something like that. Just something to convey the tournament information. I don't want it to go all flashy like that, because I don't have the necessary, skills to do something like that, and it kind of looks pretentious, to be fairly honest, so I won't be doing that. So anyway, what is going on? This is going to be an Orc Mirror, once again. It is going to be featuring Xelsing, the yellow Orc player in the bottom right, and Cash, the red Orc player who is starting to harass Xelsing. We have a lot of peons actually going into battle stations here. So maybe unfortunate timing for Xelsing, as his Blade Master kind of took quite of a beating trying to farm up, and Cash ran in at the perfect timing. Or at the same time, it's not really that great for Cash, because he doesn't actually benefit off of anything other than maybe just, I don't know, interfere with the Blade Master of Xelsing. I mean, I'm not convinced that this Blade Master will be able to kill Xelsing's one at all, so yeah, maybe a little bit of time wasted here. Dust Appearance has been used again. That is the second set actually that was purchased, and just misses Xelsing's Blade Master. So what is Cash gonna do? He can't actually siege. I guess he's maybe gonna go to the other shop. Obviously find nothing there. Very weird. I don't think he can get into the base. If he could, actually he could over here, but then again that would be difficult in itself. Xelsing's just gonna go all out farming. No problems at all for him. Just gonna get hopefully a level 2 on his Blade Master, and then maybe get that tier 2 to carry him to the victory. Cash, on the other hand, also going tier 2, except his Blade Master is not getting ramped up as Xelsing, so that's gonna be quite problematic for him. Xelsing's gonna look to start this shop camp, but the grunts finally found where the Blade Master was, and will we see boots? We will see boots. We won't see dust though, so maybe it's just not out of cooldown yet. Here we go with this fight. It is kind of favoring Xelsing here. He does have the hero advantage as well as the numbers advantage, but it looks like the numbers just evened out. So, I mean, it's still going towards Xelsing. He's getting a very good amount of pot shots as well. Like, he's been able to hit without any any counterattack whatsoever. And it looks like Cash's Blade Master is going to have some problems here. Funny that, a couple minutes ago it was actually Xelsing's that was retreating. Now it is the one that was bullied doing the bullying. Anyway, tier 2 done for both players. Shadowhunter out for Cash as well as a Shadowhunter out for Xelsing. However, Xelsing was a little delayed. Although the bestiaries earlier, so that will explain that. Do we have a Spirit Lodge? No, we do not. Okay, so delayed tier 2 army, but we're gonna have an earlier Shadowhunter out for Cash. Meanwhile, Xelsing's probably gonna, you know, sit his foundations and then go for I guess the more win kind of hero or something like that. We're gonna have the first raider coming up for Xelsing. The Spirit Walker is nearly, not Spirit Walker, Spirit Lodge is nearly done as well. I would have actually imagined that Xelsing was going to save some of the nearby camps for the Shadowhunter, but it looks like he's just gonna go all out with his Blade Master instead. We do have the Shadowhunter out. He's probably gonna pick up maybe Scroll of Speed as well as Salve. Will we see a Clarity? No, we're not. Okay. We do have Sentry Wards out for Cash. He is going to place one down next to the tavern. Unfortunately, Xelsing is going to be moving through a different route. Is he actually going to look to go for a red creep camp? Doesn't look like it. It's not that difficult as an orc player, especially since your units are pretty high health. As in units, I actually mean the grunt. The raiders probably don't do that well in terms of tanking, but yeah, grunts, absolutely amazing. Ensnare is done, and we are going to have more Spirit Walkers coming out as well as more raiders. Sentry Ward is going to spot this. Shadowhunter was looking to pull that creep camp, but he missed. Okay, red creep camp, here we go. Cash is a little indecisive here, as I mean, he's got all eyes on Xelsing right now. This is going to be high risk, high reward most likely. I mean, any item from this Troll Warlord is good. Maybe not that one. I don't know actually. I mean, it is an orc matchup, so Cyclones will maybe do pretty well. I mean, how long is it? 20 seconds? Yeah, 20 seconds. Significantly less against heroes, which I'm pretty sure the heroes are going to be targeted by that Cyclone. Interesting. Wand of Wind was probably not one of my favorite items from that particular camp. I was more thinking along the lines of maybe a summon token, maybe one of those stones, a greater potion, something like that, but apparently not. It's going to be a Wand of the Wind. Not to say that the Wand of Wind is absolutely terrible, it's not. I mean, there's a reason why Night Elf players like to go Ancient Druids of Talon, and the Sentry Ward is actually doing pretty good work here, although the Blade Master still slipped through the cracks. Kind of the advantage of having ignore unit collision, as well as boost of speed. So he will be salved and hopefully back in action. Adept training for the Spirit Walkers is on the way. 50 versus 49. In terms of heroes, 2-2 versus 3-2, I believe. 3-2. Yep. Slight hero advantage for Xelsing, but that could easily turn around for Cash, because he's been like power farming so much actually. Getting that red creep camp as well was very well worth. Although Xelsing himself is getting a red creep camp as well, so his item is going to be a Hellstone. Hopefully that will be a pretty game-changing or game-breaking item as well. Don't want to get caught here for Xelsing, but looks like things will not be able to be avoided. Ooh, nicely placed Sentry Ward from Cash once again is going to get Wand of Winded, and constant Cyclones on the Blade Master. This is precious time here for Xelsing. He's going to lose units by the time his Blade Master is able to get out. And there we go with the final charge of Cyclone. Level 3 has been gained for Cash's Blade Master. He does have the healing scroll as well if he wants to use it. He'll probably use it. He used it now actually. I was going to say another situation, but it doesn't really matter too much. The Blade Master for Xelsing is going after Spirit Walkers. Meanwhile, it looks like Cash's Blade Master has started to go after Xelsing's Blade Master. I mean, lots of orcs here. Colors, thankfully, are able to give me the differentiation here. Coda Beast for each player, but it does look like Cash has something in that Coda Beast. There we go with the Hex as well. Nice focus here from Cash as he looks to try and get rid of that Coda Beast. As soon as a Coda Beast devours something, that just makes him all the more worth having, because especially against orc matchups, your opponent's units are just so expensive, as well as so much food cost. Xelsing's actually going for a double Coda Beast comp here. If only that Coda Beast was able to get something to eat. Doesn't look like it. Ensnare will be the death of him. Okay. Where is Xelsing going? Is he looking to counterattack immediately? Especially with his opponent right in front of his doorstep and like outnumbering him considerably, 41 versus 59. This is definitely going to be a base race that Xelsing will lose. Do we have a TB scroll from the Shadowhunter? We don't. This is not that great coming in from Xelsing here. It looks like Cash will be able to win this one, despite, you know, having pretty good early game. I think he just like, there was a moment of peace when Cash was clearing out the red creep camp. By that time, I think that Xelsing should have done it himself as well, just to, you know, keep ahead in terms of farm. But yeah, it's not going to work out well for him. I think that One of the Wind was actually a pretty devastating item coming in for Cash here, because that kept the Blade Master out for long enough to make a difference, as well as having the Coda Beast out early as well, like being able to take an entire unit out from the start of the fight. Meanwhile, Xelsing, I mean, he wasn't able to get any good units inside that Coda Beast. I mean, the best unit he got, which was the only one, was the Peon. So yeah, definitely a win here for Cash. I mean, he's got quite a few raiders as well. That's all the more reason why you will not be able to win this base race. And yeah, we're still going on. Blade Master is checking around just in case of any expansions. Same thing for Xelsing. He is trying to prevent this Peon from living, and he will be able to get that. So yeah, 3 more buildings, not too long, and finally the barracks. That will be GG, as Cash does not pick up the win yet. I'm trying to wonder why. Oh, never mind. It's because he had peons out, I think. Or oh no, he had a couple of buildings. Never mind. Yeah, kind of awkward, but oh well, that is going to be game. That is currently 1-0 to Cash. This is best 3, so there might be 3 games. This might just be 2 games. Either way, I'll see you guys again next game.